Have you ever finished watching Hi-de-Hi and wondered what happened to the cast after the show ended in 1996? The iconic British sitcom, set in a 1950s holiday camp, introduced us to a colorful array of characters, each played by talented actors who became household names. But what happened to them once the cameras stopped rolling? Did they continue acting, or did they pursue entirely new paths? In this video, we'll dive into the post-Hi-de-Hi careers and personal lives of the cast, exploring the journeys they've taken since the show wrapped. Stay with us to discover the fascinating stories behind these beloved stars. Ruth Madoc, born on April 16, 1943, in Swansea, Wales, was a beloved Welsh actress, best known for her role as Gladys Pugh in the hit British sitcom Hi-de-Hi, 1980 to 1988. At the time of filming, Ruth was 37 years old. Her character, Gladys, was a quirky and ambitious camp secretary whose comedic antics became iconic in British television. Ruth's perfect blend of humor and charm made her a standout member of the ensemble cast, alongside other stars like Paul Shane and Sue Pollard. Ruth's personal life was filled with love and family. She married actor John McGrath, and they had a son together. Ruth often spoke fondly of her family, keeping her private life relatively out of the public eye. She was known for being a devoted wife and mother, balancing her career and personal life with grace. Her career spanned several decades, with Hi-de-Hi being the height of her fame. After the show, Ruth continued to act in various television series, including The OZ and Little Britain, as well as performing in numerous pantomimes. While she faced the challenge of being typecast due to her role as Gladys, Ruth's versatility as an actress allowed her to take on a variety of roles in comedy and drama. Despite the ups and downs of her career, Ruth remained a well-respected figure in the entertainment industry. Her dedication to her craft and her ability to bring depth to her characters earned her admiration from both colleagues and fans. Ruth Maddock passed away on December 9, 2022, at the age of 79, following complications from a fall. Her death marked the loss of a cherished talent in British entertainment. Ruth's legacy, particularly her portrayal of Gladys in Hi-de-Hi, continues to live on in the hearts of fans, ensuring she is remembered as one of the finest comedic actresses of her generation. Sue Pollard, born on November 7, 1949, in Nottingham, England, is best known for her role as Peggy Ollerenshaw in the hit British sitcom Hi-de-Hi, 1980 to 1988. At the time of filming, Pollard was 31 years old. Her portrayal of the quirky and optimistic Yellowcoat at the fictional Maplins holiday camp made her a household name and a beloved figure in British television. Before Hi-de-Hi, Pollard had built a career in theater and television. Her role as Peggy became one of the show's most iconic characters, and she appeared in all 9 series. Despite the show's end in 1988, Pollard's career continued, though her subsequent roles often mirrored her earlier character, and she didn't achieve the same level of fame. She starred in You Rang, My Lord, another sitcom from the creators of Hi-de-Hi, and appeared in various TV programs, but never recaptured her earlier success. Pollard's personal life has been kept private, but she has shared that she was married to film producer Alan Rutter, though they later separated. She has no children, as her career took precedence over starting a family. Over the years, she has remained relatively discreet about her private life. While her television career slowed, Pollard found success in musical theater, appearing in shows like The Rocky Horror Show and Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. She also participated in reality TV programs, including Celebrity Fit Club and Celebrity Master Chef, keeping her in the public eye. Now 75, Sue Pollard is no longer a frequent presence on TV, but remains a respected figure in British entertainment. Her legacy, particularly from Hi-de-Hi, ensures she is remembered as one of the UK's most cherished sitcom stars. Despite stepping back from acting, Pollard's contributions to television and theatre continue to be appreciated by fans. Paul Shane, born on June 19, 1940, was a renowned British actor, best remembered for his portrayal of Ted Bovis in the beloved sitcom Hi-de-Hi, which aired in 1980. At the time of filming, Shane was 40 years old. His character, a sarcastic and often grumpy camp entertainer, became one of the most memorable figures in British comedy. And Hi-de-Hi quickly gained popularity, running for several years. Before his success on Hi-de-Hi, Shane had a varied career. He worked in several different jobs before pursuing acting, where he initially took on small roles in television shows. His breakthrough came with Hi-de-Hi, where his comedic timing and natural ability to portray a disillusioned character endeared him to viewers. After the success of the sitcom, Shane went on to star in other projects, most notably the period sitcom You Rang, My Lord, 1990 to 1993, where his role once again showcased his knack for comedy. Shane's personal life was relatively private. He married his wife, Janet, and together they had children, although details about their family life were largely kept out of the public eye. He was known to be a family man, and his personal relationships seemed stable and happy, despite the pressures of fame. In the later years of his career, Shane faced some difficulties, with fewer prominent acting roles, but he remained a respected figure in British television. His performances on Hi-de-Hi and You Rang, My Lord, continued to be celebrated long after the shows ended, ensuring that he remained an important part of British television history. Sadly, Paul Shane passed away on May 16, 2013, at the age of 72 after a short illness. His death was met with an outpouring of tributes from fans, friends, and colleagues who fondly remembered his wit, charm, and contributions to comedy. Nikki Kelly, born on November 23, 1951, is a British actress best known for her role as Sylvia Garnsey in the classic sitcom Hi-de-Hi, which aired in 1980. At the time of filming, she was 29 years old. Her portrayal of the glamorous, somewhat naive yellow coat employee at the holiday camp captured the essence of the show's humorous tone and made her a memorable character for fans. Before landing the role of Sylvia, Kelly had built a career in television, primarily appearing in small roles and gaining recognition through her work in British drama and comedy. Her big break came with Hi-de-Hi, where her character became a fan favorite due to her charm, beauty, and occasional comic mishaps. While her role on Hi-de-Hi was her most prominent, Kelly appeared in other television shows, though none reached the same level of fame as her work on the sitcom. Nikki Kelly's personal life remains largely private, but it is known that she married and has children. She tends to keep details of her family life away from the public eye, preferring to maintain a low-key existence outside of her acting career. Despite the fame she gained from Hi-de-Hi, Kelly has managed to lead a relatively quiet life, enjoying time with her family. Her career, like many actors, had its ups and downs. While Hi-de-Hi was a high point, the years following the show saw fewer major roles, and Kelly eventually stepped away from the limelight. However, she remains fondly remembered for her role on the show, and many fans continue to celebrate her portrayal of Sylvia Garnsey. Currently, Nikki Kelly is 73 years old and is still living, although she has kept a low profile in recent years. Despite her reduced public appearances, her role in Hi-de-Hi remains a key part of her legacy, and she continues to be cherished by those who grew up watching the iconic British sitcom. Jeffrey Holland is a British actor, best known for his role as Spike Dixon in the classic 1980s sitcom Hi-de-Hi. Born on July 17, 1946, Holland was 34 years old when he began portraying the charming and cheeky camp entertainer in the series, which aired from 1980 to 1988. Set in a 1950s-style holiday camp, the show featured a diverse cast, with Holland's character being a fan favorite due to his flirtatious nature and comedic timing. Before his big break in Hi-de-Hi, Holland had already worked in theater and appeared in several television shows. His background in stage acting helped him develop his knack for physical comedy, which would become a signature of his performance in the sitcom. After the show ended, Holland continued acting in television and theater, with notable roles in shows like You Rang, My Lord, and The Green Green Grass. His career was marked by his ability to bring humor and warmth to each role, making him a respected figure in British comedy. On a personal note, Holland is married to Susie, and they have children together. The actor has kept his personal life relatively private, focusing more on his work than on public attention. Though he is not frequently seen in the media, Holland has spoken fondly of his family, who have supported him throughout his career. While his role as Spike Dixon remains the highlight of his career, Holland faced the typical challenges of an acting life, with periods of both success and uncertainty. Despite this, he maintained a steady career in the entertainment industry, continuing to appear in various productions even after Hi-de-Hi ended. His ability to entertain across different mediums, including voice work, helped ensure his lasting presence in the industry. Today, at 78 years old, Jeffrey Holland lives a quieter life, away from the public eye. Felix Bones was a British actor, born on March 30, 1922, in the United Kingdom. He is most famous for his role as Fred Quilly in the beloved BBC sitcom Hi-de-Hi, which aired from 1980 to 1988. Bones was 58 years old when the show began, and his portrayal of the grumpy camp entertainer Fred Quilly made him a household name. The show, set in a 1950s holiday camp, became a staple of British television, and Bones's performance was one of its standout features. Before Hi-de-Hi, Bones had a diverse career in theater and television. He appeared in numerous stage productions and TV series, showing his range as an actor who could easily switch between comedy and drama. His background in theater in particular gave him a strong foundation for his television work, and his comic timing and ability to portray characters with depth were well appreciated. Though Bones was well known for his television roles, he kept his personal life largely private. He was married, but there is little public information about his spouse or family. He did not share many details about his children or personal relationships, preferring to focus on his career. Bones's work on Hi-de-Hi was undoubtedly the pinnacle of his career. After the show ended in 1988, he had fewer prominent roles, but he continued to work sporadically in television and theater. His career was marked by both success and quieter periods, typical for many actors of his generation. His late career saw him making fewer public appearances as his health declined. Felix Bones passed away on September 13, 2009, at the age of 87 after a battle with cancer. Despite his death, his legacy lives on, particularly through his role as Fred Quilly in Hi-de-Hi. He remains a respected figure in British television, remembered for his contribution to comedy and his memorable performances. Barry Howard was a British actor, best known for his role as Barry Stewart Hargreaves in the popular 1980s BBC sitcom Hi-de-Hi. Born on July 9, 1937, Howard had a long and successful career in both television and theater. During the filming of Hi-de-Hi, In 1980, Howard was 43 years old. He portrayed a charming yet somewhat naive character, Barry Stewart Hargreaves, a camp entertainer at the fictional holiday camp. His character became one of the most beloved in the series, which ran from 1980 to 1988, earning a place in the hearts of viewers. Before Hi-de-Hi, Barry Howard had an extensive career in theater and television. He had appeared in a variety of roles, both comedic and dramatic, showcasing his versatility as an actor. His background in stage performances added depth to his television work, and he brought a unique warmth to his role on Hi-de-Hi that made him stand out. He also appeared in other popular British TV series throughout the years, though none became as iconic as his time on Hi-de-Hi. In terms of his personal life, Howard was married to actress Jill Brown. They shared a life together, though details about their relationship and family life remained relatively private. There is no public information available regarding whether they had children or further details about his personal relationships, as Howard preferred to keep his private life away from the media. Barry Howard's career reached its peak with Hi-de-Hi, but after the show ended in 1988, he continued to have a steady career in television and theater, though with fewer prominent roles. He was known for his professionalism and ability to bring warmth and humor to his performances, and he remained a respected figure in British entertainment. His later years saw a decline in health, and he passed away on April 28, 2016, at the age of 78 after battling blood cancer. Diane Holland was an English actress, best known for her role as Yvonne Stewart Hargreaves in the popular British sitcom Hi-de-Hi, which aired in 1980. Born on February 28, 1930, Diane was 50 years old when she portrayed the glamorous yet somewhat snobbish character of Yvonne. Her role on the show made her a household name in Britain, even though her acting career began later in life. Before Hi-de-Hi, Diane had worked in theater and film, but it was her portrayal of Yvonne that solidified her place in television history. The sitcom, set in a fictional holiday camp, featured her character alongside an eccentric group of staff members, with her sophisticated and slightly vain personality providing a sharp contrast to the more down-to-earth characters around her. Diane's personal life remained largely private. She was married to an unnamed man, and although details about her family were kept out of the public eye, it is known that she had children. Her family life was an important part of her, though she preferred to focus on her acting career in the public eye. Diane's dedication to her craft and her professional work was always evident, and she approached every role with passion and attention to detail. After Hi-de-Hi, Diane struggled to find similar high-profile roles, and her career became less prolific. Nevertheless, her legacy was firmly established by her memorable performance in the sitcom. Diane's portrayal of Yvonne remained her defining achievement, and she continued to be cherished by fans of the show. Sadly, Diane Holland passed away on January 24, 2009, at the age of 78 due to pneumonia. Her death marked the loss of a beloved figure in British television, and she was mourned by fans and colleagues alike. Diane's work, particularly in Hi-de-Hi, remains a cherished part of British TV history. Leslie Dwyer was an English actor best known for his role as Mr. Partridge in the popular British sitcom Hi-de-Hi, which aired in 1980. Born on August 28, 1906, Dwyer was 74 years old when he appeared as the lovable, somewhat grumpy character who managed the camp's entertainment staff. His role as Mr. Partridge, with his comic timing and eccentric manner, made him a standout member of the Hi-de-Hi ensemble cast. Leslie Dwyer's career spanned several decades, during which he appeared in numerous films, television series, and stage productions. He began his acting career in the 1930s, initially appearing in small roles in both film and theatre. Over the years, he became a familiar face on British television, often portraying characters with a humorous edge or slightly curmudgeonly personalities, which suited his acting style. His role in Hi to Hi came later in his career and proved to be one of his most memorable. In terms of his personal life, Leslie was married, though details about his wife and family were kept private. He and his spouse had children, but their names and more intimate family details were not widely shared. He led a relatively quiet personal life, preferring to keep his family away from the spotlight. There is little information on the specifics of his relationships, but from his long marriage, it can be assumed that he had a fulfilling family life. Despite the late success of Hi to Hi, Leslie's career had its ups and downs. He enjoyed periods of high visibility on stage and screen, but his later years were marked by fewer prominent roles. However, his portrayal of Mr. Partridge remained a high point in his acting career, and he continued to be remembered fondly for his performance long after the show ended. Leslie Dwyer passed away on December 29, 1986, at the age of 80. His death was due to natural causes, and he was mourned by his fans and the acting community. Simon Cadell, born on July 19, 1950, in London, England, was a talented British actor best known for his role as Geoffrey Fairbrother in the iconic British sitcom Hi to Hi, 1980 to 1988. At the time of filming the show, Cadell was 30 years old. His portrayal of the well-meaning but somewhat disillusioned yellowcoat manager at the fictional Maplins holiday camp made him a fan favorite. His character, Geoffrey, often found himself caught in the chaos of the camp's eccentric staff and guests, providing a great deal of the show's humor. Before his success in Hi to Hi, Cadell had an extensive career in television and theatre, often performing in comedic roles. He appeared in several other TV series, including No Place Like Home, where he played the character of Henry, and The Young Ones, where he had a memorable guest appearance. However, it was his role in Hi to Hi that solidified his place in British television history, and he quickly became a well-known face on British screens. In his personal life, Cadell was married to actress and voice artist Phillida Law, with whom he had 2 children, a son named Tom, and a daughter named Emma. Despite the pressures of their busy careers, the couple had a relatively happy marriage, and Cadell was known to be a devoted family man. However, in the late 1990s, his life took a tragic turn. Cadell's career was thriving in the 1990s, and he had recently taken on more diverse roles in both television and theater. He was also involved in voice work for several projects. But in 1995, Cadell was diagnosed with lung cancer, a disease that would tragically cut his life short. He passed away on March 6, 1996, at the age of 45, just a year after his diagnosis. His untimely death shocked both his fans and the acting community, as he had many years of potential ahead of him. David Griffin is a British actor, best known for his role as squadron leader Clive Dempster DFC in the iconic sitcom Hi to Hi, which aired from 1980 to 1988. Born on July 19, 1943, Griffin was 41 years old when he took on the role of the serious yet endearing camp manager at Maplins holiday camp. His character, a former RAF officer, brought a touch of dignity to the chaotic world of the camp, contrasting with the more eccentric personalities around him. Before Hi to Hi, Griffin had a diverse acting career, working in both television and theater. He gained experience in various productions, which helped him bring a balance of authority and humor to his role on the sitcom. Although Hi to Hi was his most well-known project, Griffin appeared in other television shows and films after the series ended. Despite not achieving the same level of fame as his role in the sitcom, he remained a respected figure in the industry. In his personal life, Griffin is married and has children, but he has kept his family life relatively private. Not much is known about his personal affairs, as Griffin has always been discreet about his private matters, focusing more on his professional career. Griffin's career had its ups and downs, with Hi-de-Hi being the peak of his fame. After the show, he didn't remain in the spotlight but continued to work in various roles. His ability to handle both comedic and serious roles helped him maintain a steady presence in the industry. At 81 years old, David Griffin is still alive, but has largely stepped away from the public eye. While he no longer appears in the media as often, his portrayal of Clive Dempster remains a cherished part of his career, and he is fondly remembered by fans of British television. His contribution to Hi-de-Hi and British sitcoms ensures his legacy endures. Roy Heather made a memorable appearance as Inspector Palmer in the beloved British sitcom Hi-de-Hi in 1981 at the age of 46. His role as the no-nonsense police inspector added a touch of authority and humor to the vibrant and chaotic world of Maplins holiday camp. Though it was a guest role, Heather's performance showcased his knack for embodying characters who balanced seriousness with an undercurrent of comedic charm. Heather became a recognizable face on British television throughout the 1980s and 1990s, appearing in popular series such as Only Fools and Horses as cafe owner Sid and The Bill. His role in Hi-de-Hi further cemented his reputation as a character actor who could bring depth and humor to even the smallest roles. In his personal life, Heather was married and had 3 children. Despite his fame, he remained deeply private and preferred to focus on his craft rather than court the spotlight. His grounded nature and commitment to his family mirrored the hard-working, unpretentious roles he often portrayed. Heather's career saw its share of challenges, including periods of sparse work between acting gigs. Yet, he persevered, taking on theater roles and guest appearances in television to maintain his career. One of his best-known struggles was balancing the need for financial stability with pursuing his passion for acting, a challenge familiar to many in the industry. By the time of his passing on 3 September 2014, at the age of 79, Roy Heather had left an enduring legacy in British television. His portrayal of characters like Inspector Palmer may have been brief, but they were imbued with personality and authenticity that resonated with audiences. Who is your favorite character in Hi-de-Hi? And what do you think when some of the actors pass away? Please leave your comments below this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell to wait for my next videos. Thank you.